Today's video will be tackling some red Kool-Aid stains to start off with, and then I'll go into another room that we're addressing pet urine. This is the Wagner wallpaper steamer. Works fantastic. You can get it at your local hardware store or on Amazon. I will show you the box that it came in and the model number, but here is the spill right out of the refrigerator. Hopefully the camera picks it up well enough you could see it. I don't know what they've tried, but I've got some Windex in a bottle. You may be asking, Polly C, why are we using Windex on Kool-Aid? Well, the reason we're using the Windex is they add a wetting agent to Windex. Not your, if you go to the dollar store or you go to Walmart and you buy the Great Value brands or the knockoffs, they're not going to have that. They're going to utilize more of the ammonia. So what you're looking for is authentic Windex. It has that nice wetting agent that will get in there. The wetting agent breaks down what's in the carpet and makes it easier for the steam to penetrate all of the red that's in the fiber. I'm waiting for the machine to heat up. It only takes a few minutes. When it's heating up, we'll get a little condensation buildup in the tray. That's why I'm holding it upright. And then I have a rag down there. We'll just dump the water that's built up into the rag, and then we'll just utilize the steam. It does get very, very hot, so you need to be really careful, and you don't want to lay this down somewhere else while you're doing other work unless you place it on a rag or keep it upright. But you can see the steam starting to come up. This is called a heat transfer. So what I'm going to do is lay a white cotton washcloth over the area that I just sprayed. The cloth is dry, and of course the spot is wet with the Windex. And then we'll just set that on there nice and smooth, and then we're going to lay the steamer on top of that. The steam is going to go into the carpet and draw the red up, kind of like wicking. You know, the evaporation process is everything rises to the surface. Everything rises to the surface. So what's going to rise to the surface is the red dye. And when that rises, you'll see, I leave it on there for about 2 minutes at a time. It's not going to burn or hurt the carpet. You just want to stay with it. Like I said, be careful. I'll keep it flat so that it doesn't cause any problems with the furniture, since it's right next to furniture. And one thing you do want to know, or you want to make sure you do, is do not reapply and use the same rag, or you'll be transferring the red back into the carpet. It'll be permanent. So you want to use a fresh cloth each time. We'll pull it off and we'll see how much production or what we're getting, how much red is being transferred into the pad here. And this Wagner wallpaper steamer does come with a smaller tool that you could put on there that's not as wide as this one. And I probably should have brought that with me. I brought all my equipment in before I actually looked at the red stain. So we'll let it do its work. This is kind of a lengthy process, so I will let you just listen to the sounds of the steam going off, and we'll watch and see if we can eliminate that red stain. Red stains, I'll set my timer here. Red stains can run anywhere from $25 removal treatment to $50 removal treatment, depending on the size and the length of time that it takes to transfer it out. Oh yeah, look at all that steam doing its work. So this is another service that can be added on when you're out doing your carpet cleaning, or if you're doing a side hustle. It's inevitable you will run into some red stains. Wine is one of them. If it's a synthetic Kool-Aid, stuff like that, this process is going to work absolutely great. So stay with me, and then we'll take a look at the other room that I'm doing today that has a lot of pet urine. I think I put a video up as kind of a prequel to it saying, full video coming soon. Here we go. We're at 1 minute and 5, 6, 7 seconds. Oh yeah, you'll hear this thing really boiling. There is no on-off button on these Wagner wallpaper steamers. You just plug it in and then unplug it to turn it off. You just fill the machine to the fill line. On the first run, I don't know if you noticed, it kind of stopped or it turned off. That's because I didn't have enough water in the machine. It ran out of water and it has, I guess, an automatic shut off. So I went and refilled it for the second application, put a little more water this time. So here we'll wait and see further results. Okay. Look at that. Beautiful. Way better than it was before. I can barely see it. I would give that a thumbs up for your boy Polly C if you don't mind. Always helps our channel. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the bell. There's the final picture. This is the Wagner 725 Power Steamer. Probably on Amazon. Here's the light, just a regular black UV light, also available on Amazon. I think I paid about $39 for the light, maybe $60 for the steamer. So there's a reference for you so you don't pay too much. Hope you liked that part of this episode. Now let's get into the pet pee-pee. My wife is marking the spots. We already started, and then I said, wow, let's make a video of this. So she's uncovering the ones that we already got right there at the entry. But watch as we go through. You will see this is a boy dog because it started to lift its leg on all the corners. The corners of the bed. On the back side of the bed, you'll see down here. See there? I'm going to close the blinds so I can get more light on it. At this point, I think we are discovering that it's not an isolated incident, that there are lots and lots of spots here. I do have a article, I believe, that I saved that does explain sometimes the illuminated, the UV, that glow, even though you kill all the odor and remove all the pee, sometimes that glow will remain. It depends on how much of the pigment was bleached out by that acidic pee. The human eye will never detect it, but the light may. So sometimes people will contact me and say, my landlord went in with a black light and we didn't have any dogs and we didn't have any cats, and they're seeing spots and they're charging us a couple $100 for some pet treatment. And I'll send them the article, and the article just basically lets you know that it's possible that those illuminated areas will remain. It's kind of like when you go to Disneyland or a fair or a concert, when they stamp the top of your hand with a invisible stamp so that they can see it under a UV light so you can re-enter the park if you leave intermittently while you're there. The stamp that's on there has no odor. You can't see it by the human eye. It's just meant to attract that UV light so that they can see it. It's the same thing with the color thing. I don't know what I call it. Like, it's almost like bleached out. There's, your main colors that get drawn out from the acid. So keep that in mind. I'll try and share a copy of that article that explains that. I know a lot of people have been very grateful to me for sending that to them so that they can kind of use that as proof that they didn't have animals and that these spots may have already been treated from a previous tenant, and that's why there's no odors. But boy, there are a ton of them.
Major spots. 14. 15.
Wow.
15 major spots. 16. Oh my gosh.
Wowzer. So here I am laying down the solution through the tank. This is a 175 floor machine. It's called a Swirly. This was purchased through ncapstore.com. And the tank is a 2.5 gallon tank. It is a gravity fed, we call it shower feed. So I pull the handle on the left, and the valve down there, that red valve, is open on the tube. The solution that's in the tank is drawn down into the pad and worked through the fibers of the carpet. I have 1 ounce of Green Dragon mixed per gallon as my cleaning solution, and I also have a half tablespoon per gallon of Kaput. Kaput is ClO2, which is chlorine dioxide. That is going to destroy all of the urine, the odor. It's got to touch it, so I'm laying it heavy. I'll come back with another pad to do the extraction after I've let it sit for a while. We'll go through the entire room here. The ClO2 does a great job. It's an oxidizer. It's almost, you think of hydrogen peroxide, it's an oxidizer. As it sits, it continues to move the color, bleach out the color without the use of bleach, obviously. This is a safe product for carpeting. So 9 times out of 10, those discolor UV illuminated spots will disappear as long as they haven't been there for a long period of time, had a chance to completely reverse the pigment that's in the carpet. So stay with us as we continue to work through here, and we'll have a look at some final results. I will share the pads with you so you can see what they look like. Here I'm going to turn on my headlight. Look at that. What a difference the light makes. I'm still working on how to hook up a regular light into the system here, but this does work well, and I bought those rechargeable AAA batteries and the battery pack pretty cheap. I think it was maybe $9 on Amazon. So I'll pull the batteries out and I'll recharge those batteries regularly. So again, I'm not having to purchase a bunch of new batteries at the time, but it is adjustable as well. You can go up and down, put it wherever you really need it.
Remember, it was really bad right up there.
Oh yeah, that light is great for these dark corners back here. You see those glass doors on the closet to my right? If you're new to the business and you get into this type of work and you're using a larger 175 machine, you can see I've done it for a while, so I'm using one hand. But you have to get used to these. They veer to the left and they veer to the right on their own based on the position of the handle. So if you're holding the handle gently in an upright position in the center, let it spin and then you're okay. And then you go up and you go down just a tiny bit to move it in either direction. It's called a swing machine. But if you're new to this and you get close to those mirrored doors and the machine pulls to the left or pulls to the right, it could hit and smash the mirrors. Then you're looking at a nightmare. Well, not a nightmare, just a challenge. I guess you're going to have to pay to replace those and clean it all up. You can clearly see the cleaning happening here as well. It is just stripping away the dirt. There will be no smells. It will be safe for the next people that rent this unit. The good thing about the CO2, when everything's dry, the next animal that comes in there is not going to be able to detect any urine unless it's up on the walls. So they're not going to come in and attempt to remark all those spots for territorial reasons. So, and when that happens, if you get a lot of pee and you don't, in these hotels, and you don't treat it, promptly, you're going to have the next animal come in and try to remark everything, and you're just going to end up with a very difficult situation, probably pulling up the carpet, cleaning the subfloor, and then replacing with new carpet, or cleaning both sides of the existing carpet and then having it reinstalled.
Do you want me to open the door?
This is going to take a little bit longer to dry, because I'm laying it on there heavy to get rid of that tongue length. I will turn off my valve, check the pad, and then we'll get a new pad. We don't need any more solution. Look at that filthy animal. Where does the dirt go? Well, it goes right into the pad. It's being extracted by a special cotton pad. All right, there is the animal there. We're going to put a new pad on it. I'll show you the next pad as well. Love that light. Here's the adjustability, up, down, wherever you need it. That light was purchased on Amazon. I don't know if there's a number on it. I got a 2-pack for $15. Anyway, just a headlamp. I'm not sure if it's 1,000 lumen or 500 lumens. It's plenty bright, though, for what I'm using it for. There is the Iron Man cotton pad. These pads are available at ncapstore.com. Here it is outside. See, it started to absorb through the backside as well. That's because there was a lot of moisture put down in order to control that urine. As I always say, the products we use dry down to a crystal, so there is zero residue. Anything left behind will get vacuumed out. There's my pads. Alrighty then. This is also the same place we're doing all the furniture. So I had a red stain removal. I had a pet urine room that we took care of. Now we're doing all of the dining room area chairs, the seats and the backs. Got my kit with me with my drill and my chemicals. I do have the Betco, this steam cleaner. They have one similar to it at ncapstore.com. You can find those. I used this on the bigger upholstery, which I don't think we filmed it. There were too many people coming and going. But the dining room is now closed. So I'll show you a little bit of work here, then I'll show you all the upholstery we did, including a leather ottoman. We used some special leather cleaner and conditioner. Here my wife is just applying a general upholstery cleaning foam. We use a microfiber mitt glove, and then I have hydrogen peroxide, 3% in that bottle there. The bottle is a mister. You can see it comes out in a mist. I've got an 8-inch Challenger OP pad. This cordless drill is a TAC. I think it's a 20 volt, I believe, but it's They're like 39 bucks on Amazon. And then the hook and loop driver there was, I think, $7 on Amazon. You just need to get a drill attachment with the Velcro on it. This one has had the foam applied to it with the mitt. 95% of the cleaning is done scrubbing with that mitt. We just need to remove the dirt. I'll put a little bit of that peroxide on there. That will neutralize any of the cleaning foam. I've done a majority of the chairs. I have a few left. I decided to switch up on a few of these chairs that were a little more soiled or showing a little more dirt than the average chair. This is a microfiber scrubbing strips pad. It's awesome. Just be careful. You don't want to get too aggressive. You could damage really, really fine upholstery, but you could see it picked up a lot of the soil. There you go. This is a 2-speed unit. Put a little peroxide on there to lubricate it and help with the cleaning. 3% peroxide is going to be safe on pretty much all fabrics if you use it very sparingly. These chairs will brighten up and look brand new when I'm done. You'll see as I get further along in this video, the battery dies on this particular drill. Got down to, I think, the last 2 chairs. I used to have another battery, but I dropped it, and I don't know what happened, something maybe inside the circuit board. It no longer charges, so I have to purchase another one. I've been looking on Amazon. I can't find the batteries. I found a replacement that might work that they want $40 for, but I'm thinking, geez, for I think it's $36, I can buy another drill that comes with the battery, so we'll see what I decide to do with it. Although I do like my Ryobi corded drill. You'll see that at the end. If you got power and you don't mind hooking up a cord and extension, works out fantastic. You can see here it's already starting to bog down a little bit. Time to switch her out. This is the tack, and now this is the Ryobi. You can see my wife's got 2 hands on there. She's doing work. Oh yeah. Rub-a-dub-dub. Still putting a little of the peroxide, obviously, just to lubricate the pad, neutralize any of the pH. Not really neutralize the pH, but it's kind of a brightener. I didn't bring an extension cord in, so I'm pulling the chairs over into her area since it was only 2 chairs. So we're playing musical chairs here. All this has been scrubbed, looking beautiful. Fabulous job. All right, let's have a look at this tack drill in case you're interested. Pardon me. You can see I'm down to 1 bar. There it is, tack. TACK, cordless 20-volt drill. We'll have a final look through here. Beautimous. Didn't have to use that baby. Beautiful there, beautiful there. If I had run into some sticky situations or really, really heavy soil, We would have steam clean extracted it with the steamer there. No need. There's a total of 24 chairs in here. There's your final picture there. Let's go out into the lobby. Oh yeah, we did everything, including the ottoman. I'll dump it and then I'll end this video here. Look at that nastiness. There wasn't much left in there on the second dump. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys and gals in the next one. If you got any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments, and we'll try to get to those as soon as possible.